Coming up on Mountain News this morning, a festival not for food, but to provide it. That's why one group organized to feed 7 families in Harlan. And Corbin hosted a card collecting event over the weekend that brought enthusiasts from all over.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning, I'm Olivia Calfee. The time is 6 a.m. on the 1st of July. So let's go on ahead and check in with meteorologist Tim Drawbridge for a look at your forecast this morning.
And the 1st of July is going to be feeling spectacular. Outside our door, just a scattering of some clouds, and 59 here in the heart of Perry County. Visibility is not an issue right now. Low spot Harlan still at 7 miles, and temperature-wise, oh, this is spectacular. From the mid-50s across our northern counties to the mid-60s as you get closer to the Tennessee state line. Dew points, oh, this is fantastic, especially when we get back into the regular heat and humidity after today. Satellite weather composite again, just a scattering of clouds across the Commonwealth on the 1st of July. As we head through time for today, a lot of sunshine and gorgeous Kentucky blue sky with a forecast high in Hazard up to 77. All right, when does that heat and humidity come back? We'll let you know. Your first alert 7-day forecast as we rock and roll through this 6 o'clock hour. Olivia?
All right, Tim, thank you. Things are moving forward for elementary students in the southern portion of Perry County. More than a year ago, the Perry County School Board made the decision to consolidate Leatherwood into Viper Elementary. Perry County Schools Chief Financial Officer Jody Maggard says the goal is to further consolidate Viper and R.W. Combs into South Perry Elementary.
All of those students on the south end of the county would be in a new school, similar to West Perry, East Perry, and of course Robinson and Buckhorn. You know, all those students are in a fairly new school within less than 10 to 12 years old. And so we wanted to do the same with South Perry.
Maggard adds the project is years in the making, but they will use the site of R.W. Combs for the future South Perry Elementary, which is still in the beginning planning stages. In May, a group of friends in the Winchester and Lexington area organized the first ever Holler Festival at Haywood Farms. The goal to raise enough money to support 7 families in Harlan County dealing with food insecurity. Saturday, that goal came true. WYMT's Amelia Lee was in Harlan and talked to the organizers.
The plan was to support 7 families, but after the success of the Holler Revival Festival and raising around $10,000, 11 families were able to be supported on Saturday.
It's trying times, so we wanted to give as much as we could to help to offset the high price of groceries that's going on in Kentucky.
Luna Helton, one of the organizers, says families were chosen based on their needs.
For the summer months, especially kids being home, not in school and stuff. So yeah, you're having to feed a lot more different times, a lot more families throughout the summer. So we wanted to help as much as we possibly can.
Each family was given around 50 pounds of beef. If they needed it, a freezer was also provided. Sarah Hardy, one of the organizers, says she was happy to make a positive impact.
I was speechless the first family we saw. The tears of joy and the relief that they had and that we saw, it was an incredible feeling, and I'll be doing it from here on out.
Some of the organizers grew up in Harlan.
It was an easy decision to decide that we wanted to help Harlan County. It was an easy decision to decide that we wanted to feed and help people in need.
Both Helton and Hardy agreed that the reactions from the families were priceless.
All so grateful. It's just been wonderful to see the kids' eyes light up, to see families. It looks like a weight has been lifted off of them.
They are all in different situations, and it just seems like they all had different reactions, but no matter what, they were all grateful and thankful.
The youngest volunteer, Connor Heckman, says he is grateful he could help out families, especially other people his age.
Putting a smile on their face and seeing the kids jumping around, just giving them stickers, it makes me feel a lot better.
Kentucky supporting Kentucky. In Harlan County, Amelia Lee, WYMT Mountain News.
Organizers say they plan to have another Holler Festival in May of next year. Their goal is to help a different county in eastern Kentucky every year. They say they will have more details coming soon. One firefighter in Boyle County is using July 4th as a time to inform people of the traumatic experiences first responders go through on the job. Mike McCurdy is selling fireworks while raising awareness for Mend the Line. It's an awareness and fundraising campaign about the trauma first responders encounter every day, every week, and every year.
They're being called out more, seeing more traumatic events, which in turn, does add to their stress.
Profits from these fireworks sales will go toward education, counseling, and travel to specialized PTSD sites to help first responders confront traumatic events. Community members in Corbin came together to buy, sell, and trade cards of all kinds, from Pokemon cards to Magic cards. The Corbin Civic Center hosted this month's Corbin Card Show. Vendors and collectors throughout eastern Kentucky came to see if they could find and sell rare cards. Organizers say access to phones, tablets, and TVs has diminished interest in the art of card collecting. With summer in full swing, organizers say there is no better time to get in the act of gathering.
Well, it's something they can do with their family, like maybe their dad's really into it or their mom. It's something that in the long run can be worth a lot of money down the road. And it's just a thrill if you come across a unique card that maybe nobody else has or you've been looking for.
Normally, the Corbin Civic Center hosts a card show every month, but in July there will not be one because Corbin Con is coming on July 27th and 28th to the Civic Center. Earlier this month, Corbin hosted its annual Burger Week, where 13 different restaurants in and around downtown Corbin competed against each other to find out who had the best burger in town. And on Thursday, the winner was announced. Old Town Grill of Corbin was crowned the 2024 champion of Burger Week. But Old Town is used to winning, with this being the third year in a row they have won the title. The Jammin' Bacon Burger was seen as the best burger out of the 13 restaurants who competed in the event, and people say it still amazes them how Old Town Grill can keep coming up with great burger ideas.
They impress every year. Last year we had the Swag Burger that won. The year before, I don't remember the burger off the top of my head, but I mean, we've been fortunate. And they come up with these burgers. I don't know how, they're creative.
And even with this fresh win on the minds of the staff at Old Town Grill, officials say they are focused on winning next year's Burger Week and on the upcoming Dessert Week in October.
To be sitting on the deck with a burger this afternoon. All right, who's with me? Road trip over to Old Town, right? Well, road trip right now, you'd be in the lower 60s. We'll top out in the mid and upper 70s as you make way toward Laurel County, closer to 80 along the state line today. And temps right now just splendid with the dry air that has settled in across the Commonwealth on this Monday morning. Just a scattering of some clouds right now as we check out the travel weather forecast. Nothing but a lot of sunshine and blue skies. We head from the morning into the afternoon, and a high in hazard up to 77. Maybe burgers aren't your fancy, but hey, you got some good grilling weather this afternoon. When does it really heat up? We'll let you know. First Alert 7-day forecast is coming up in just a few moments. Olivia?
Thank you, Tim, and thanks for joining Mountain News this morning. More news is on the way. Still to come, there are growing doubts about President Biden's bid for re-election after the president's recent debate.